Welcome to A Minute with the Mayor. I'm Dick Norton. Today I want to talk about taxes, specifically income taxes and the collection of those income taxes. Currently in Columbus, the governor's office and many at the State House are discussing the idea of centralizing income tax collection. As mayor of Greene, I am opposed to the centralization of collecting income taxes by the state of Ohio. I do, however, agree that the idea of improving the process of filing municipal taxes has merit. With this said, let me explain a bit about the background and a little bit about this issue. There are 600 plus municipalities in the state of Ohio who collect income taxes. Most of these do this individually. Greene collects taxes for the city of Greene, North Canton for North Canton, and so on. And as you know, like most cities, income tax is the largest source of revenue for our cities. In Greene, income tax revenue makes up about 2/3 of our annual revenue. The governor's office is proposing two income tax reform ideas. The first, to improve the process of filing income taxes for residents and businesses by creating a uniform set of regulations for all municipalities. Secondly, the centralization of income tax collection. The former, improving the process, does have some merit in my opinion. Each of the municipalities has their own set of tax rules regarding any number of items, including residents, rules for filing, and so on. This becomes an issue mostly for businesses with locations in numerous cities who conduct business in a variety of municipalities. For example, trade professional companies such as contractors of any trade who perform in any multiple cities are required to file income tax in each. There are also some other rules pertaining to some specific types of businesses that are truly cumbersome, but without going into too much detail, I do believe it makes sense to investigate the idea of a single set of tax rules used by all municipalities within the state of Ohio. With this said, I am for improving the process, but I am not for centralizing the collections for a number of reasons. Let me explain. First, if centralized, the new collection entity would collect all the income taxes and disperse funds back to each city, minus a small fee, of course. Inherently, this would reduce the amount of income tax that Greene collects. By centralizing income tax collection, Greene loses the ability to ensure taxes are collected from those who live and work within the city of Greene. This is particularly of concern due to Greene's lack of a single zip code, which could result in Greene's funding being diverted to North Canton or Akron. This already happens with the income the city receives from the Department of Motor Vehicles. When filing for license plates, if a resident does not declare Greene as his or her city of residence, but just states the address, Greene does not receive its portion of these taxes. And although we actively work with the Department of Motor Vehicles to ensure we receive our portion of these fees, we would not want this same issue to happen with income taxes, our largest revenue source. And finally, when the city collects income taxes, these funds are immediately available to the city. Whereas if the funds become collected at a central location for all cities in the state, the redistribution of these funds could take weeks or months to be available to the city. Thankfully, your city, Greene, is in a good financial position with a cash reserve at this time, making this issue less of a concern for us, but it is a real issue for many communities in terms of their cash flow. Like any issue or change that is proposed at any level of government, I do believe this needs to be fully debated, especially with regards to the filing process and tax laws. In fact, today, May 23rd, the Ohio House of Representatives Ways and Means Committee is scheduled to hear testimony on this very issue, just one of several meetings that will occur to allow the public to testify about the uniformity of the municipal tax code. These meetings and the subsequent debate is important to ensuring that legislators get it right when creating new legislation. However, for the financial security of our individual communities throughout the state, I remain opposed to centralizing the collection of income taxes in the state of Ohio. So I ask you, as a resident of Greene and a resident of the state of Ohio, that you take time to learn more about this issue. Recently, the Canton Repository ran several articles about this issue, and in time, I am sure other newspapers will report and debate the issue in the coming weeks and months ahead. I am Mayor Dick Norton, and thank you for tuning in to the Mayor's Minute.